5, and I see 5 of them out there now.
I used to have players that wanted, of course, in soccer, they wear the captain's bands and everything. And I said, guys, do you know what a captain does? So what's that? I said, they pick the coin toss.
That's right. Congratulations after that.
I mean, now don't get me wrong. You have leaders on the team, and you hope that your leaders are captains as well. But a lot of times, you end up with a situation to where it's seniors or it's stuff like that. But yeah, that's the thing. And hopefully, hopefully you have leadership. We also had one join. Doug, let me try to get the yellow hat. Let me get his number and his name for you. They end up having 5 captains for the South, and he is number 24, it looks like.
24 is Carter Hart Thomas.
Running back from Southern Lab.
But just showed you all it took was one to do it because the Central's going to come out of there with the football. See who leads them out at quarterback. Remember, 10-minute quarters running clock in this when you get down to the final 2 minutes of each half, and it does stop at the 2-minute warning and play that way. No kickoffs in here. They'll start at the 30-yard line. Going right to left are the team from Central.
James Rieger.
Number 8, James
Rieger in at quarterback out of Episcopal.
In the shotgun.
Snap is back, and we're underway. Handoff goes up the middle. Good shifty running, but going to be spun around and brought down for a pickup of 4.
Yeah, Raheem Tolliver there for the gain of 4.
Zonbreaker, one of the captains, gets the tackle there as well. 2nd down and 6.
Zonbreaker with the 2 fumble recoveries earlier.
Some of the senior high guys are starting to make their way over here now. Hey, y'all want to go watch the game? Sure. Snap is back and now rolling to the far side, pumping there, and that one is knocked away, diving and nearly intercepted.
Yeah, and that's Team South quarterback from earlier, Thomas Hale, with the pass breakup for Team South there, so it makes it 3rd and long for Team Central.
3rd down and 7 for Team Central.
So this offensive unit here coming in, getting into the slot now, it looks to be Anthony Jones Jr. Snap is back there. Handoff, a little trickeration early. Ball on the ground. And it's going to be covered up there. Well, the quarterback took a lick at the end of that play, too. But let's look at it, Nick, one more time.
Yeah, you'll see the reverse. It's handed from Tolliver to Sims. Sims fumbles the ball, and then Team South recovers.
Did you see that lick on the quarterback right at the end of it?
Didn't get to see who.
And so the punt is what's happening right now. It will go down to the 40-yard line, I believe.
So Team South did not recover it?
They didn't.
Okay.
No, they did recover it,
All right.
now they just punted. And that's why it goes down to the 40. So
yeah, but South recovered the ball, didn't they? Central had the ball.
Central had the ball. South did not recover it.
No, so Central recovered.
Yeah,
okay.
Central just punted.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering because it looked like to me that South had recovered it, but I missed that one. Quarterback starting is going to be number 3, Doug, who is Johnson. John Caleb Johnson.
John Caleb Johnson stands back there. And this is the final game for the South in this one. There's a pass complete. Oh, but good work out on the flat to make that tackle.
Yeah, number 67 on the tackle there for Central, who is Cabron Williams from Faraday. Big tackle there.
Loss of 2 on the play. There's a lot of young men that are over here that made the trip up and got in a little visit around the campus here, so that was good to see. Snap is back there. Here comes pressure, and the ball was hit. Could be picked off, and it is. Got a chance now down the sideline. Could we have another one? No, down to the 18-yard line. And that's one of those, Nick. Watch the hand get hit right before he throws it, and that's just a duck.
Yeah, Michael Hart, number 11, with the interception. With the return down to the 20-yard line, gives Central great field position here. And that's just, once again, Doug, we talked about the pressure earlier. That's, his first pick earlier in the first game was because he was being pressured and just didn't have time to set his feet and make a good throw. Looks like some of our high school athletes, I don't know if they packed jackets for their trip.
Now, this young fella in front of us is in shorts and a T-shirt. But look, if you coaches are always watching, and they're seeing how tough he is out here in this weather.
I formation, Doug.
Wow.
I formation. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, ball's on the ground again.
Bounces up, spun around and on the ground again, and South is going to come out of there with that one. And that play was doomed, Nick, from the beginning.
Yeah, it was. Number 20 from Team South with the recovery there, who's Dwayne Johnson Jr. Fumbled by number 3 from Central is Jaron Lee.
You'll watch now as the play gets going here out of the I formation. That's why you go shotgun, Nick.
You might be right,
You
Doug.
don't have all
these young
that.
these young men may not know what it's like to take a handoff from a quarterback under center these days.
That looked like something that the North team would run, those Washita's and
Yep.
West Monroe's, where they get under there and duck under center.
That's right.
Again, running clock in effect, 5:21 and counting here.
Not often, Doug, you see a number 11 as a lineman. You have number 11 as a guard for Team South, who is Bubba Hawthorne, offensive lineman linebacker combination. You have 75 on the offensive line for Team South, who is Zombreaker, which we've talked about him. Center, I'm trying to get his number here in just a second.
Back to action we go now. First down and 15 following the false start. 4:46 to go. Ball bounces around. It's picked up by Hell, and he is going to be hit in the backfield and lose maybe a yard. So give him a sack on that one.
Yeah, tackled there by James Reiger and number 23, Hayden Holloway.
Well, the exchange has just been it's been tough. One, because it's new.
Yes.
Two, because it's cold.
That's right. 65, you're starting center for Team South is Damon Bushnell Jr. 90, starting left guard Jace Sprunk.
Second down at 15, and the safety is, 20 yards off the ball. Now he's come up some into a normal position, and timeout is going to have to be whistled here, and they'll take it. 3:56 remains in the first. Sun is starting to, make its way behind the clouds and down. It's been a pretty overcast day most of the day. That's caused that temperature to stay down low. No score in this one. First game was won by the North, 8-6. South, this is a must-win for them.
Yeah, for sure. And it looks like Team Central has a solid defense. Like I said, if they could just get their exchange. I don't know if Nick could see Coach CJ walking across the 30-yard line here, and
There he is.
he's definitely a staple for Gridiron.
Let's see if we can find old Coach CJ on our camera there. How about that? CJ Maiden played for Admiral Belichick. Back in the Navy, if you recall, that is Bill Belichick's father that he played for.
Starting left tackle Doug is number, looks like 50 for the South team, Marcus Scott.
Play action there. Here comes pressure on the backside. That one dumped away and nearly. Boy, big 90 Braylon Crockett coming in and doing that.
Yeah, Norman there coming off the edge. Jacarius Norman as well. And that's, I'll tell you what, they're putting a lot of pressure on this South quarterback. Across the front, you have number 4 for the South, which is Elon Jefferson. You have number 40 for the South is Delwyn Royal. Number 90, the aforementioned, as you mentioned him, Braylon Crockett.
Third down, snap is back, and that's a direct quarterback run, and he's got some space busting around. It's going to have the first down. No flag, so that's a good-looking run.
How do you beat the speed right off the edge, Doug? You run straight. Yeah.
Spread them out and run the draw, and that's what happens here. And you see it on your screen how he cut inside and got a lot of that on his own. They had him stopped what would have been behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going a little bit of tempo here. Where's Coach Ben when you need him? Snap is back there rolling. Here's pressure up the middle. Now off to the near side, running a long way, and he's going to be hit hard and dropped out of bounds.
Yeah, good work there by number 20 from Faraday, Tristan Anderson. He brings him down with the help from aforementioned Hayden Holloway, who's been very active as free safety. He's from LaSalle Middle School. Number 66 comes in for the South is Jaden Reed from Alexandria.
Second down, 1 9-yard gain. So 2 big plays, the last 2. Working more up the middle and staying off of the edges, it looks like. Still no score. 2 minutes remain. Handoff up the middle and brought down by the back of the jersey. And, Nick, you just had a conversation about that last night.
Yeah, number 4, Elon Jefferson with the tackle there. But, yeah, that was one of those situations where we used to keep our jerseys as tight as we could to avoid situations like that.
There you see him just continue to pull down the field. Back to live action we go.
Number 67, Wiley Linhart in now as defense tackle for the Central.
Right back up the middle, and they're finding a lot of love up the middle of the field, Nick.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that's probably why they made the adjustment Central did, but hell with the opening there, and like you're talking about, they have found something just off the left side of that offensive line, center and just to the left.
Again, South finishes their ball games up here after this one. A little bit difference in the 2 teams from tomorrow, or the 4 teams that'll play tomorrow. Up the middle again it goes. That is a good-looking run by Zed Alquan again.
Yep, 23 from St. Ed. Big run there for first down.
23, Jude Oakland on the carry. Tackle was made by number 24, Carter Cross, and that's going to move the chain.
Cross there with the tackle for Centrals, but Oakland with the big first down run.
6 yards on the play.
First down and 10, they go from the 23-yard line. Hill has it. Play action now coming to the near side, and just that one got blown up in the backfield pretty quickly.
Yeah, Elon Jefferson, he's living in the backfield for the Central team from Faraday, and he's also quick enough to actually keep up with Hill. So good work there by that Central defense for a loss of 2, maybe 3.
Nick, here, let me ask you this: timeout is taken with 5.2 seconds to go when you're about to be at the end of the quarter.
Yeah. Maybe there's, because they called him earlier too. Maybe there's a situation to where he likes, going. I mean, he does have the wind at his back right now, so maybe that's a situation. That's all I could think of. Yeah, the flag's kind of, but kind of down right now. But you kind of look around, you see, the tops of trees moving. So maybe that's the case. I don't know, Doug, but you're correct. That might be a timeout that he needs later in this half.
We'll be back to action momentarily. Let's get that quarter changed on there if we can, somewhere, somehow. Needless to say, we are getting ready to head to the second. Snap is back there, coming to the near side and run, and that's why we call a timeout to set up this play. Clock ends, mouthpiece comes out, and down at the 6-yard line.
Yeah, great run there, and boy, that right side of that line, I mean, they blocked it well, and held for another first down. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 5 whenever we come back for the second quarter.
Second quarter is on us. We'll be back right after this. Second quarter begins with the South looking at a 1st and goal from the 5-yard line.
Goal, Team South.
Snap is back there. Hill is going to take it. He cuts to the near side, hopping over, folks, puts a shoulder down into the end zone, but it is a touchdown. It is a touchdown. The ball came out afterwards. Let's take a look at it back here as he is a yard or two into the end zone when he does it. But watch him put the shoulder down right there and wheel his way into the end zone, and that's a touchdown.
Yeah, good work by that young man to just want him more to get in the end zone there, and gives the South the 6-0 lead. And have another quarterback. Have the new quarterback coming in, Doug, for Johnson coming in.
Number 3, John Caleb Johnson.
Will go for 2 here in this one. That's their second offensive touchdown of the day. Someone running on late may count that up. Snap back there, going for a kind of a fade, but that ball is thrown out of the back of the end zone, and 6-0, your lead for the South.
I tell you what, Johnson, he's a tough young man. He has taken 3 brutal hits after he's released the ball. Really kind of surprised they didn't throw a flag on that one, but like I said, gives them the opportunity for a 2-point conversion, but they go up 6-0, Doug.
6-0 here. First time that they have led all afternoon in 6 quarters of play.
After the touchdown, Team Central.
First down and 10 now. Team Central set to get things going. Not a lot of delay between times as the running clock will run until the 2-minute mark in this one. And then it'll run regularly after a 2-minute timeout. Snap is back and handoff is off left tackle. Maybe 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, Norman there on the, if I'm not mistaken. 0, excuse me. That was Tolliver there on the carry. Handoff there from Riger.
Tolliver on the carry. He had 3 yards. Tackle was made by number 65, Devon Bushnell Jr.
Bushnell Jr. with a tackle for Team South.
2nd and 7 here officially. 7.5 remains in this second period and first half of play. Again, the clock will stop with 2 minutes to go in each of the final 2 periods.
Oh, ball's on the ground, Doug.
Flag is down prior to that, though, so we'll see what they sort out.
That was past Jacob Alford. Alford made the catch and fumbled the ball, and we'll have to see what the penalty is. South coach looks like they're declining it, so
that means they're going to get the ball back, they believe. And, yeah, they're coming off. The false start's going to be declined, and that's going to be a turnover, and it will go over to the South.
you can't. False start's supposed to stop the play. But that was the signal. Maybe it was illegal. Maybe it was a legal procedure, and they just gave the wrong signal. But so unfortunate there for Team Central. Team South takes over.
And Nick, we've seen that a lot today in the first game and a half of this one. Exchanges
Yes.
are just difficult, and you can expect that.
Right. No, for sure. Johnston at quarterback again for South. Hope Hale's okay.
Snap back there and going over. That was going to be picked at the 19-yard line and falls down at the 24. But is that Tolliver that went up and got that?
Yep, that was Raheem Tolliver. Raheem Tolliver.
Let's look at it again. And this one just underthrown is all that it was. He steps back and throws it right away. But Tolliver there just to pick that one off. And, Nick, if he doesn't, he's got a lot of room to run.
Yeah. I wonder if his arm was hit on the fall through to kind of.
No, if you'll watch him here, look, he just steps back and throws it right away. We're watching it again, and he just throws it. Back to live action we go.
Oh, ball's on the ground again.
And that one is picked up, though, by Central, and we've seen a number of the footballs just get out and come on the ground.
Yeah, Tolliver with the fumble, but then Elon Jefferson picks it up and actually advances it a couple of yards. So gain of 4 there for the Central team.
You see them running down this end, and they're looking into another football, and they're going to work on some exchange-type stuff. It's got to be the football if we keep dropping it.
Jaron Lee now in. Number 3 is in with Reiger here in the backfield.
If we're dropping the football, it's got to be the football. Snap is back. Quick throw over to the near side, complete to the 25-yard line and out of bounds.
Yeah, it's number 6. Anthony Jones Jr. with the reception there. It looks like he's – there's another flag down the far side, Doug. And
there is a flag on the play.
And if it's on Central, they just really can't get things going because of the penalties, and it is.
False start called against Team Central.
So, Doug, crossed offensive line, the left tackle here for Team Central's number 65, who is Wiley Linhart. Number 90, Braylon Crockett, your left guard. Number 50 is starting center, Caden Mayu.
Snap back there. They thought about it, and there's a little shoulder fake here, but the penalty flag is on the field on the 21, so no matter what, on this one, it's not going to count.
Yeah, broken up there. Yep, by Hill, the starting quarterback for Team South.
They got to go in there and get something sorted out on that line, because that is 3 motion penalties against Central out of probably the last 4 plays.
Yeah, so we have number 52 for Central is on the line as well, and that's 52 is Caden DeVille, and then number 78. Let me see here, trying to get his number.
You got time. Clock will stop for the timeout.
78 is Braylon Hawkins, is also your 5th offensive lineman for Team Central. So that covers 2 offensive lines for the teams until we have a change. And I think the coach is out there getting an explanation, but he's probably wondering, like I am on the fall start. Can we get a dead ball? So 1, you have less injury, and 2, you have less opportunities for a takeaway.
I know it's getting chilly out there. Just to let everybody know, we are selling hand warmers for $4. So we're getting chilly.
I thought he was going to say, so he just mentioned they were selling hand warmers, and he said it was chilly. I thought they were saying, hey, we are selling chili down there.
Hand warmers? I wonder if there's any hot chocolate.
I need to put some in my shoes, I believe. And we've got more football for you to come after this one, slated for a 6 p.m. start. Hopefully it'll get going a little earlier than that. And then 2 contests tomorrow. Team Knights and Team Demons square off at noon.
2nd 17 for Team Central.
Snap is there. In and out of the hands. That is Malachi Royal that had it right in his hands.
Yeah, he saw that blue and orange end zone in front of him, unfortunately. But good work to break it up. Makes it 3rd and long now.
I mean, just out of his hands completely.
All right, South fans, make some noise for your defense. It's 3rd down and long.
Going to work the handoff this side, trying to get something going, but a face mask looks like it'll be whistled from the side, and that's the only thing that can be called there, I believe, will be whistled on Dwayne Johnson Jr.
Still would be, looks a yard short, Doug, if it is a face mask.
The 2-minute warning.
They'll have a little bit of time to sort it out.
There's a penalty flag on the play.
Oh, they're calling a hold on that, and they call so they'll offset on that one, and they'll replay third down.
Called against Team Central and face mask called against Team South. The penalties will offset. And we've reached a 2-minute warning. Remember, regular running clock in the final 2 minutes.
So the clock, just a reminder, will go to normal here. It's at 2 minutes remaining in the first half, and the teams will get an opportunity to come over there and visit just a little bit.
Yeah, you know, the thing about it, you kind of see where Team South might have a little edge, not just in the score, but also they've moved the ball a little better. They, you know, they haven't had the turnovers, the drops, as with the exception of, you know, that interception there. But looks like they're a little more comfortable because they've been out here. You know, they had the one game before, so Central's going to have to, you know, work out those jitters and try to, you know, see about getting on the board here.
I know I sound like a broken record for sure, but you remember they lost game one, didn't give up an offensive touchdown.
Yes.
It's 6-0 now, and it's been the same thing. So that defense is playing solid, yet playing for their lives. Snap is back there and rolling off to the far side. Mid-range receiver, it is complete out to the 31.
Yeah, what a pitch and catch there, number one for Team Central. Contarius Sims.
They call that the levels play. They had a receiver that was right off the line, one in the middle of that zone, and then one a little bit deeper down, fourth down, and they're going to go for it here.
Yeah, Sims with a great catch, making fourth and short for Central.
And Team Central looks like they're going for it on fourth down.
Well, the fake punt's out the window. We know that.
Different running back in the backfield right now, Doug.
Snap back there, and this different running back gets the handoff. He's going off right tackle. Bounces to the outside, 45, now 50. Out to the 40. Hops his way out at the 38-yard line, and what do you know? No flags on the play.
Jacarius Norman there, the running back.
Watch it again here as they make their way down, and that's that handoff on fourth down. Everybody's trying to stop the run up the middle, and that gives you a lot of space outside, and down the sideline he goes.
Yep, nice little 21-yard run there for, or 27-yard run, excuse me.
From Norman. And now Team Central and Team South territory at the 39-yard line.
1:11 remains in this one. 6-0 South with the lead. Snap is back there. They'll try their handoff left tackle. Now back up to the middle. Continuing to break to the outside and drive those legs. Forward momentum be darned. He is going to continue to grind away to a 9-yard pickup.
Yeah, Hell with the first man there to wrap him up, was trying to charter ball free the number 65, who is Bushnell Jr.
We're running a lot of time off the clock here. 43 and 42 and 41 now.
Called a timeout.
If you're going to take it, I think you take it at about 10 seconds earlier. I tell you, the end of the first half got interesting in game one, and then the end of the game, and now here it is, the end of the first half getting interesting in this one.
Yeah, it's see this short, and this is really one of those ones to where when it's second and short, it's usually one of those that you usually sometimes take a chance, and maybe this will be one of the opportunities for them to take a chance at this.
A shot play, if you will. Take it down the field and see what you can get going. Just they seem like they've been able to do some things once they don't put the ball on the ground, but it's been penalties and ball control that's done it.
It looks like on this drive they figured out the snap count. Once again, that's another new thing. I mean, cadence between the center and the quarterback. Then offensive lineman knowing as well.
Second down and 2 now from the 30-yard line. Switching folks around, they pretty smart off the quarterback to know, hey, get your guy, get in situation. Down to 12 and 11 on the play clock. Snap is back there. Handoff comes to the near side, using his blocker to get out into the open. 35-20, now driven out of bounds at the 18-yard line.
Yeah, good run there by Norman, and of course Norman was setting up his blockers. It was him that was making the adjustment with the formation. Of course,
that's what he wanted. That's right.
Of course, then again, his coaching staff is from his school is the one who's also on the sideline. So you would expect.
You're saying he didn't need just 3 practices to install
That's
this.
correct. That's correct. He knew who was in the wrong position.
Well, what a difference that makes. Get over here and block for me. If I'm a defender now, I'm thinking, I think he's coming this way.
Mm-hmm.
First and 10, 32 seconds following the out-of-bounds play. Up the middle he goes. Oh, and he's just looking like Bryson Phoenix with the hit there. Wow.
Yeah, big hit. Isaac Abram, which
watch it again here. Just that's a big big running back and big linebacker.
Yeah, between him and Hale, they, if you have a South MVP, it'd be very hard to pick between the two of them.
Well, you've got an offensive MVP and a defensive MVP in these games. So we like Hale, and what are your thoughts there defensively?
20, the one who just had the big hit. We called his name the whole first game, which was Isaac Abram from Madisonville, and then of course earlier on the Williams from Team North.
Well, just look at it again here too. You're going to see him come in, and that's not a little running back that you see back there, and that's a big-time high school hit.
And that one and the hit that he had earlier on the goal line. Remember, he had the one where he stopped Wade?
Yeah.
And then the next play they had the fumble. Both of them, he worked off a blocker and made the tackle.
Yep. All right, 22.7 remains here in the first half. Central trying to put the first points on the South defense. 6 quarters in. Play action. Little pump fake. Going down the middle. Pass is complete and into the end zone they go.
Yep, touchdown Team Central.
Let's take a look at it again. Watch the play action and then the little shoulder bob. And right down the seam it goes, and he never, ever throw to the tight end.
And that's Elon Jefferson from Faraday who makes the reception. And let's give props to the offensive line, too. They gave him time to where he had a chance to pump fake and wait for him to get open.
Long time to develop, and they got it. Now the snap is back up the middle. It goes, looking for the 2-point conversion, and it's good.
Yeah, that's Norman with the conversion here off this right side of the offensive line. So 8-6 with 17.7 seconds.
That's what the South did to the North a game ago. Scored right before the half.
Yeah, so like I said, the offensive line, and I think what they had to do, Doug, is I think there's 2 offensive linemen from the Central, and from what it looked like they were doing is they get in a position, then whenever they were snapped, they were getting in a set position. They didn't have the hand on the ground, so it's probably something that they do, where they're from. They probably, do the little quick set, get your hand on the ground, then go. And I think they cleared that up on that drive, and then obviously them holding the ball as well. But yeah, offensive line gave them, you see the replay there, offensive line just gave them all day, and good work there by Reiger to hit Jefferson for the touchdown, makes it 8-6, and we've got a new ball game here.
Look, just like that with 17-7 to go in the first half. It'll be an abbreviated halftime. I think, 8 minutes last time? 5 minutes maybe?
We have a timeout for the South here, so didn't like the formation. But
this one I don't mind because you can't take it with you.
That's
so
right.
Draw you something up and go.
That's right. And that's something we also talked about earlier is that, maybe Central had the jitters earlier. Once again, the South did have the advantage early because they have, played and And you never know how it's going to be. You never know how the field's going to be. You never know what the speed of the play is going to be. The game. So, so big adjustments there by Anthony Jones. Which Coach Shiver had his team from Team South ready to play this to start this. But like you said, Doug, that's the first.
Offensive touchdown they've given up.
They've given up. Yeah, the defense has been strong
And
for
Central
the South.
earned that one.
Yes,
that
they
was
did.
that was a heck of a drive.
Yeah.
So if we look at it, and yes, a lot's got to happen, a lot to go on. But right now, if it's 8-6, 2-point differential, but the North has that 2 point, and North and Central play next, so that's out the window. South has got to win this game, and they've got to win it by more than 2 just to be a factor in that final. Then they've got to cheer on the Central team. Central is wanting to eliminate the South right now, and there's a penalty flag that comes in.
Yeah, they had too many on the field. To be honest with you, good work there by who was out there, number 5 there from Central. Wells, Jamarian Wells was out there on the the South wide receiver who was actually lined up illegally.
So 1st down and 15. Still got to get down the field. Watch for a little trickeration here to maybe put the ball in a couple of different hands. Back to pass. Good time. Down the middle it goes, and saw a couple of defenders coming right at him and pulled straight up from that, and I don't blame you.
Yeah, Johnson trying to hit London there, excuse me.
I do like the good spiral that he throws, though. He throws a good football.
Yeah, he's definitely the throw-in quarterback of the two. And London's the one who had the big, long touchdown earlier for the South against the North to give them the 6 points on that screen play.
Keep an eye on 446 Sports. Our man Marshall Leffler out at that Ash tournament. All of those goings on. Pass complete out to the 22-yard line. Trying to make somebody miss inside out to the 36. And don't know that there are any timeouts left in 3 and 2 and 1. And that will do it for the first half of play. Halftime is here. 8-6. Central leads this one. Nick and I will be back with you. You'll keep a video of the field. Audio, Nick and I will be back with you here at the end of the timeout. 8 minutes, 8-minute half. We'll see you right after that. And we're back, getting ready for second half action here of game number 2, 8-6 Central. Team Central from the Central Louisiana area is leading this one on a late first half touchdown. Nick, what do you think about it?
Yeah, big last drive there for the Central team. Like I said, offensive line figured it out. Great protection there for the quarterback for Riger. He played the whole first half, eager to see if they're going to put Inglesby in from down there as well in the Baton Rouge area, Geismar area. Ooh, if I say Baton Rouge, for a Geismar person, that might not be. I might offend him, but sorry, Paxton. But I'm assuming that's going to be the change after watching Riger play the whole first half. But yeah, they did well. They finally, put an offensive touchdown against this South defense, and like I said, eager to see what this last 20 minutes is going to be like for South.
A lot more of the Senior Bowl guys getting in here. Team Knights, let's go. John Caleb Johnson, he says, is now in there back in there at quarterback. We've seen him in there a lot today.
Yeah, it means it's probably going to be more of a passing attack for this drive here.
Yeah, this group, nobody in shorts and short sleeve shirts. They've all got sweat tops on. That pass is complete. Swung out, spun around, dropped for a gain of 3.
Yeah, London there on the reception from Johnson, and gang tackled there by number 24 for Central, Carter Cross, and number 40, Delvin Royal. A couple of Royals on this roster here, Doug.
On the tackle, number 40, Delvin Royal for Team Central.
Here we go, 2nd down and 7 from the 32-yard line.
Looks like a new running back in there for Team South, number
7?
7. Yeah, that's that Caden Monroe.
Snap is back there. Here comes pressure off the edge. Going to be swallowed up in the backfield at the 23. That's Paxton Inglesby. You talked about him earlier at quarterback, but I think that was 7.
No, it was number 4.
Okay,
that was
close.
Elon Jefferson.
Elon Jefferson.
Yep.
Elon Jefferson on the sack for Team Central.
What was one of those?
Very, very good speed off this edge. And
My eyes are cold. That's what did it.
We'll say this Central bunch, they rallied to the ball, and might be a opportunity for the South team to pump and go if he could get a few.
Well, it's 3rd and long here, and he's going right down the sideline. Good-looking pass, but bobbled around and incomplete and out of bounds, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, big pressure there by number 9 from the Central team, who is Jacorius Norman. Appreciate the snacks here from the concession stand.
Take good care of us up here, without a doubt. 8:03 in this, and if you're wondering what's going on, that is the punt. Oh, a booming one. Back to the 40.
It's like same offensive line from
They go to the 45 is where they'll start this one. First down and 10, 45-yard line. And Nick, what do your binoculars tell you there at quarterback?
Number 8, he's back in, so that's Riger.
Riger is back there at quarterback. Low snap, but a quick throw over to the near side to the 50, brought down, but not before a first down. And, that's
Anthony Jones Jr., I think his 2nd reception of the game, brought down by number 10 from the South, who was
tell you will lose him.
Right.
You'll lose him in a crowd. Not a big young man, but catches the ball well and runs really well with it.
I mean, 4 wide receivers in a middle school game. I like it, Doug. It's growing on me. It's growing on me.
Snap back there, handoff off the right tackle, and this Central team, picking up right where they left off in the second quarter. They're controlling that line of scrimmage.
Yeah, Tolliver there with a 7.5-yard run there. And, that's the one thing about this, going 4 wide. It'll open up running avenues, and that's something that a misconception. People think, kind of like Lane Kiffin, his offense has led the SEC in rushing the past 3 years. A lot of people wouldn't realize that with what everybody thinks is a throwing attack.
2nd down and 2, snap back there. Quick throw over to Jones again, and that one was in and out of his hands there.
He was definitely broadcast jinx there because we both talked about how well he catches the ball. But
it is such a real thing.
That one's on us, young man. That one's on us.
Yeah, you can't survive both of us. Now 3rd down and 2.
I would not hesitate to throw it back.
Throw
to
it
him,
right
though.
back to the young
hesitate.
man, please. Bail us out. High snap, handoff, though, is controlled and off to the right side. There's a good block by Jones that helped spring out just a little bit. And that's what you don't see at a lot of the bigger levels, Nick. Watch the end of this play. Watch Jones pick up the block right here that springs just a little bit more. And you don't have to knock him down. You just have to kind of ease him out of the way.
Yeah, get in the way. That's the extra few yards there that Tolliver was able to get, brought down by Wright and Isaac Abrams before the first down, or after the first down yardage.
4:55 to go, 3rd quarter of play. Going right into that English Village end zone here at Louisiana Christian University, home of the Sooner Athletic Conference champions.
Ooh.
Sack is there and going to go down. Nearly stripped the ball away and thought he had that one. Let's take a look at the pressure off of the end.
Yeah, big number 65 there. Damon Bushnell Jr., just a patience. And that's a good coverage sack, too, if you'll see. I don't know if you get to see it, but the secondary had good coverage, and Riger, he didn't have.
Now they'll get into it on this one and just watch the pressure that comes off that backside of him.
Yeah, great work there by Bushnell Jr. to keep pursuing. New quarterback in here, Doug. It's see if I can see his number. I think it's Tolliver, actually.
Gonna roll this kind of a wildcat potential throw down inside the 20. Ball's on the ground, does come out. Oh, they're calling him down.
Yeah, that was a good call. I have it in my binoculars here, and he was down, but that was Tolliver giving Riger the break. I think Riger might have been a little shook up.
Take a look at it here.
Yeah, his back hits, and then he.
Number 0, Tolliver on the carry.
4-yard gain there, almost 5 for them on 2nd down. Makes it 3rd and manageable here.
3rd down and 5 for Team Central. South fans, make some noise.
3rd and 5, they go here. Handoff off to the left side. He's going to pick up, near the first, where they're marking him at the 15, may be it.
Jacarius Norman.
He had to get across the 15 to get there.
Man, he must be just inches short, Doug. So
I'm looking back at the marker on this end of it. He had to get a little bit off of it, so he's there, 4th down.
We have a 4th down and inches for Team Central. Make some noise, South fans. Defense needs you here.
Central trying to keep this long drive going. Bad snap, but he's gonna lose a yard or not get anywhere. That's gonna be a turnover on downs.
Abrams there on the tackle again off the bad snap, and not much Riger could do, but once again.
Look, Thomas Hill and Isaac Abrams are my votes for it as well.
Yeah, I know. Just a good work by that young man. Also plays the little H-back position on the offensive side for him, and had some good blocks for Hale. Looks like we might have a new quarterback. I think Hale might be coming in. Yep, Hale's walking back to the. Yeah, so it looks like they're gonna have Hale in instead of Johnson on this series, with O'Quinn in the back.
Good to see Hale back in there. He had been shaken up a little. They
The
have
wide
been
receiver at the top of the screen that Faraday doesn't
that's
see.
unopened,
Quarterback number 2, Thomas Hale.
and a timeout is whistled on that.
South took the timeout, and they actually had the free man up top, but something they didn't like.
Timeout on the field called by Team South.
Didn't like that setup. They're going to reach out and get somebody covering
That's it.
him. Looks better on there. Nick, coming up next, we have North, who has been resting. You're starting to see them put their shoulder pads back on down in that corner end zone. Minute 30 to go in the third.
Yeah, Coach Taylor's going to have them ready. They want revenge on the Central team. Of course, it's not over here. South may make a comeback here. Coach Shiver's team, and see if they can make this very interesting. That was one great thing about last year is every play mattered, and every situation. Now, Doug, just while we're at break here, let's talk about 4 teams like you talked about. Coach Marcus Randall is the GM of the Tigers, Andy Bryson the GM of the Lions, you for the Knights,
Yes.
and Terrence for the Demons tomorrow.
And the Demons and the Knights go off at noon tomorrow.
Nope.
And followed by that will be the Tigers and the Lions. Oh, my. Team Andy and Team Marcus.
So we'll know very quickly that which one of them will be out of the running. They've
They
coached
play
against
the
each
2
other.
o'clock game,
Yep.
so they've got the premier setup, or 2 o'clock-ish, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that game has a running clock. Those games don't, do they?
No.
First down 5.
Unless they changed it this year.
Handoff is off to the right side. Well, this is the first year that there's been 2 of those games, too.
Right,
so
right. Number 1 there for Central, Carterius Sims comes up, and he had the contain out there and forced him inside. So good work there by him to turn him inside. And Hale did get a 4-yard gain, but
Number 9 carries
End of the quarter coming up in 30 seconds. Second down and 6. 19-yard line goes the South right to left. They are heading towards that Pine Street end zone. Snap is back, and quick direct snap up the middle. It goes, ball on the ground. And boy, if Central comes out of this one here, as the final 5 seconds will come off of the clock.
yeah, big hit there by Delwyn Royal to force the fumble and see who recovered it.
It will stay with
by Team South.
the South, and it's going to be a first down when the fourth. Now they're changing and looking around at things.
Oh, they called him down. Hey, that was close. I was looking at it through the binoculars, but
That is the end.
It's the end of the third. We'll be back with you here for the fourth when we come back. Fourth quarter action underway. And the South with that one. Look, didn't even switch ends.
First
Low
They
snap
didn't,
is
did they?
there. No, they just said, look, we're all down here. Breaking off to the far side, coming back in now. No, all that they did. And there's a late flag that comes in, too. You're going to get some sideline business here.
Very interesting here, Doug.
You got 3 flags on this side. One came in very late.
Mm-hmm.
And
It
he's
looks
gone.
like it looks like they've ejected number 22. That's the second player from the South to be ejected, one in each game. Number 22 for the South is Kason Neal from Vanderbilt Catholic. Don't know what happened, but
No, I didn't see. Let me see. I don't think we didn't catch that on the replay, but
yeah, sorry, we were
maybe
going with
able to go back some. And
unfortunately that
no,
and it looks like that's going to erase the big run by quarterback Hill here by Thomas Hill for the for South. Unless it was post possession, and if it
but
was,
you know, he started walking off right away.
yeah, the white hat was right there, and the white hat stopped him. I don't know if he was expecting retaliation or what, but he stopped him from going towards the play. They're holding the first down markers. They're holding the chain crew.
This thing getting very interesting.
I think we're hearing up here there was a punch thrown.
We'll try to listen in a little bit on the. Interesting here. They're calling
There was a false start. Okay.
and then looks like
Which, once again, Doug, if it's a false start, the play shouldn't even happen, so that means the young man wouldn't even be in that position.
have to listen. Well, can't get the. Trying to get the clarification up here in the press box. And then looks like unnecessary roughness.
Yeah, so you have the 5-yard false start, and then you have the additional 15-yard. Or actually, excuse me, it'd be half the distance because they were within the 30.
So their ball scrimmage is at the 10-yard line, and they have to get all the way to the 37. So 1st and 27 now, as that's, I guess, Hill on the keeper to the near side. He's got plenty of it. He's getting down the sideline and going to be knocked out of bounds there.
Yeah, he's going to be just a yard short, Doug. Great work there by that young man to make this a shorten, the second down and short. Made the edge come off from Faraday off the right side of the offense, and Hale had to run, and he just outran him.
And they marked it. They started moving the chains, but it wasn't. It's just shy of it. You had it marked. He had to get to the 36 and got to the 35-yard line.
Just a little short on first down. 2nd down and 1.
2nd down and 1 now. Big 26-yard run by Hale.
Oh.
And that, yeah.
Balls on the ground. Balls on the ground. Unless they blew the whistle.
Scoop is there to the 10-5 into the end zone. Touchdown.
Yeah, Jacorian
Norris.
Norman, excuse me. Jacorian Norman, excuse me.
Watch him just pick it up there and go.
I apologize. I played with a Jacorian Norris at Bolton High School, so I'm sorry to the Norman family, but Norman picks it up.
And there was a Jacorian Norris that is at UL right now.
Oh, really?
A Tioga grad from a year ago.
I got you. So I've heard
2
that.
2 years ago. One of the best around there. Let's see if we'll work on getting that one back up here for you. And look,
yeah, the snap was low. Snap was low, so when he went to hand it off, there was probably not a good exchange, and the ball ends up on the ground.
but he looked like he just tried to keep going and keep going.
Here's a 2-point conversion.
We'll go back and have that play for you after this, but a handoff up the middle is stopped.
Yeah, it was Tolliver up the middle, and
Number 0, Raheem Tolliver on the carry.
good work there by Abrams and
No good.
number 65.
So Central extends their lead. Nick, let's go back and take a look at that one in its entirety. Here we go. You'll watch. They were, this was right after that big 36-yard run.
Yeah, you'll see the snap is low. And the Central team gets back there very quick. See, there's people around, so wraps him up. And I just don't think he really ever had a good.
But how about forward progress too?
Right,
because it kept going, and that ball came out of there right at the end.
Yep, very, 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 very good point there as well, Doug.
6:41, clock runs. Still a one-score game. South has got to do something here.
First down 10 for Team South.
Touchdown and an extra point, a 2-point conversion away.
Boy, they rolled that one back, and number 40 for Team Central on the Delvin Royal.
Seems like you've called his name the entire night.
Yeah, no, he's between him and Jefferson, Elon Jefferson. They've just kind of met at the quarterback a lot of the night.
Well, these fans that just made it in from the Central got the worst end. If they didn't get any of that not too terribly cold stuff,
Right.
they've been in it. 5.5 remaining here. Bad snap, and again, pressure right up the middle.
Yeah, that was once again, that's Tolliver there coming in from the linebacker position.
And for not allowing blitzing, they're getting back there pretty quickly.
Third down about Alexandria from here.
Third down in Alexandria is what PA announcer says. Alexandria's not too far from here.
However, to be geographically correct, that would be ball. That's the direction they're going. However, I love it. I absolutely love it.
All right, Team Central fans, make some noise.
Alexandria at this point's a safety.
Yep. Oh, another. That one is going to be
Yeah, Central's ball. Central comes out of there with it.
number 9. Yep, looks like number 9 there, which is Norman. So Norman has a fumble recovery for a touchdown, and now a fumble recovery as well.
Nick, I know it's late in the game. I know this, but it's the second game, and we didn't really see a lot out of the South as far as staying loose at halftime, nor did they before the second game started, too. There was no warm-up. You see the North over there on top of the hill during their warm-ups, and look, cold legs, cold bodies just get to you.
Yeah, and one thing we talked about yesterday with the senior group is a lot of these young men haven't played football for a month to 6 weeks.
Right.
If you didn't make a long run in the playoffs in high school, then you weren't, you haven't played ball. And, of course, the middle school seasons, I think they end, right around the same time as the end of the high school season. So,
Right.
So some of these young men
Couple of
playing
weeks
both
ahead of
ways.
time, as a matter of fact.
Yep. They're tired as well.
Looking to put this one away with 3:40 to go. High snap there, but it is corralled. Off to the left side. He's going to walk into the end zone. 5. Touchdown.
That's Tolliver, and we had a new quarterback in handing off there, Doug, to him.
Watch it again here, and you saw just out of energy at all is this South defense. Watch when he bounces that to the outside, it's over.
Yeah, and the new quarterback was Jamarian Wells from Bunkie, who actually took the snap and handed off there to Tolliver. So
20-6 is where it sits now, and this one, for all intents and purposes, is going to be in the books. Not to be confused with intensive purposes or anything else you want to say. It's intense and purposes. That traffic, Nick, you talked about outside is not really heated up like we thought it would.
No, I guess
they're still holidaying.
Yeah, must be a lot of people still off work.
Snap is back there looking to throw it, but yes, I understand. You know, unless 2:18 remaining, again, the clock will stop when it gets to 2 minutes. Snap
2-minute
is
warning.
held up for the 2-minute warning. They'll pause it here as we will be back with you for the final 2 minutes of this one right after this. Two-point conversion is coming. Snap back, kind of a throwback. Boy, Thomas Bachman would be proud of that one. It is up, and it is good.
Yep, that's number 4. So Tolliver to Jefferson.
Sound a little Tiger receiverish, aren't they?
Yep, great play call there by this South team, and that's definitely that's 2 points that are going to be very critical, in this next ball game.
Oh, absolutely it is. Well, no, it's not going to come into play at that one because the South will be gone in this
That's
one.
right.
The South will
That's
be
right.
eliminated. So it'll be winner take all between the North and the Central.
Okay, that's correct. I'm sorry.
So margin of victory is out the window, barring a 16-point comeback here.
Might have should have kept that one in the bag.
That's right. Hung on to that one a little bit.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Instead of throwing it into the end zone where the North team is standing there watching.
You reckon Coach Taylor made a mental note of that one?
He says, I got that one. There you see that express way that we talked about and everything going on. So to get a look out there, that's, if you're not familiar with it, that's the main artery through Pineville. That's the Pineville Expressway that you're looking at, and it is right behind the field where we're at. So that gives you a good idea of where we are. Snap rolls there, and here comes that pressure again. And
yeah, that's
not having a good center quarterback exchange has done them in.
Isaac Abram, the tailback there with the recovery.
I think that's just as important as any play that you've got is.
Got a new free safety in for Central, number 30 there, who is.
That is Caden Graham. That's right.
Mm-hmm. First action of the game.
Good to see Caden in there. Clock continuing to roll at 104 and 103 and 2 and 1. 40-second clock has not started yet, and it looks like there's a Pretty healthy penalty there at the end of that one.
Did you see any flags?
No, but you also see the clock continuing to roll, too, throughout this penalty. And they know that next game is scheduled to start at 6 o'clock also. Under 40 seconds to play in this one, 22-6. Central's going to lead this one, going long and not going to be there, but that will stop the clock.
Yeah, again, pressure there on the South quarterback from the Central team, and it's gonna be a battle here the next game for the championship.
Second down and 10. Couple of plays left in this one is all. It's been Central taking care of business. Again, we'll stop this stream and start another one, so make sure that you subscribe to and are on the Gridiron Football YouTube page. Nearly picked off.
He does throw a good ball, Doug.
Oh, he absolutely does.
I'd like to see him with a little time.
Caleb Scott, the intended receiver for Team South. On the coverage for Team Central, number 0, Raheem Tolliver.
Don't forget the naming of the MVP will be coming up for the South. We'll let you know who that is in the final game when we're out here. We'll stop our coverage and get set up for Game 3 of the day. Did anybody say the final game of the day? We will be back here with you for that one, slated for 6 p.m., and then we've got 2 of them tomorrow, noon and 3, and then the little championship 15-minute quarter or so. Good-looking tackle once again. My goodness. And that's the ball game. That will do it. 22-6. South has been eliminated in this one. We'll let you know who their offensive and defensive players of the game are. But join us back right at 6 o'clock for the final game of tonight for the championship. It's North. It's Central. Can the defending champs go back-to-back? Can they Edna Carr it? We'll see when we come back. For Nick Magnano and Nick Morrow, I am Doug Gann. God bless you all, and good night.